Is he still waking up 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times a night just to urinate? Has he noticed that the stream is weaker, that the urgency comes out of nowhere, or that the persistent pressure just never goes away? He might think it's an inevitable part of aging, a simple annoyance to be accepted, but what if Dr. Carter told him that this feeling, this fatigue, this sense that his body is failing him is not normal? And that the cause could be the silent inflammation that most men don't know how to fight? And what's more shocking, what if she told him that the solution isn't found in pills or painful procedures, but in something he can prepare with just 3 ingredients in his own kitchen? Dr. Emily Carter is a urologist with over 3 decades of experience dedicated to helping men over 60 regain their vitality, their dignity, and their sleep. She has seen thousands of men in her practice, strong, proud men, demoralized by a prostate problem that was robbing them of their quality of life. And over the years, she has discovered a secret, a protocol so simple that most doctors don't mention it. Because while the world tells men to accept prostate problems as inevitable, she has seen firsthand that it doesn't have to be this way. There are 3 simple juices made with common, everyday ingredients that have helped her patients drastically reduce swelling, sleep through the night, and completely avoid medications and their side effects. And here's the twist. One of these juices, with an ingredient most people associate with salads, could be the most powerful of all. So stay tuned. In the next few minutes, he is going to learn how to regain control of his prostate health with nothing more than a blender, 3 natural ingredients, and a willingness to try. Dr. Carter will guide him through each juice, explain the science behind why it works, and give him a 7-day plan that can change everything. Let's start with the first juice, one that seems too simple to matter, but has an anti-inflammatory power that has been backed by decades of research. This isn't just about a juice, it's about a concentrated nutrition strategy. Once he understands how it works, he'll see how this simple change can completely transform his life. First juice, the warm tomato elixir. Throughout the years in her practice, Dr. Carter has met countless men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who come to her with the same frustrating problem. Doctor, I wake up every night, sometimes 4 or 5 times, and it's driving me crazy. I can't get any sleep. I'm exhausted during the day. I've tried giving up coffee. I've taken pills. Nothing's working. Almost always, her first question is, what do you eat? And the answer is almost always the same, the usual, doctor. And that's where the light bulb goes on, because most men think the goal is just to avoid alcohol or caffeine, which is important. But the real secret lies in what he eats. And more specifically, in a superfood he probably already has in his kitchen, the tomato. You see, inflammation is the #1 cause of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. It's the reason the prostate swells, squeezes the urethra, and causes all those frustrating symptoms. And lycopene, the pigment that gives the tomato its vibrant red color, is one of the most potent anti-inflammatory antioxidants available. But here's the detail most people don't know. The body doesn't absorb raw lycopene efficiently. However, when you cook the tomato, heat it, and process it, the tomato's cell wall structure breaks down, making the lycopene much more bioavailable, which means his body can use it more effectively to fight that inflammation. That's why warm tomato juice is so powerful. She tells her patients to take fresh tomatoes, simmer them until they're soft, and then blend them. Or if they prefer, they can use canned tomato puree, which has already been cooked, and simply warm it up. He should drink it warm, like a soup, every day for at least a week. And he doesn't need anything else, just a small glass of this tomato juice a day. Now, he might be thinking, that sounds too simple to work, but she has seen men come back after just 1 week and tell her, doctor, the urgency has gone down. Others say, for the first time in months, I've slept straight through till morning. That isn't a coincidence. It's the body responding to a concentrated, easily absorbable dose of lycopene. There's even science to back it up. A study published in the journal Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention found that men who regularly consumed cooked tomato products had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. And while prostate cancer and BPH are different issues, reducing inflammation is key in both cases. This might seem like a minor adjustment, but if he has been struggling with interrupted sleep, chronic fatigue, or even that feeling of helplessness from constantly running to the bathroom, this is one of the gentlest and most effective things he can do. No side effects, no prescriptions, just his own awareness and the willingness to try something new. And once his nights start to feel more peaceful, his body will begin to repair itself, his mood will improve, and his energy will return. It's a domino effect that starts with a single decision to drink a glass of warm tomato juice. And if he thought that was powerful, wait until he sees what happens when he combines the tartness of an uncommon fruit with the sweet taste of another. This next juice might be the easiest of all, but it has an effect on the prostate that most doctors don't even mention, and it could change everything. Second juice, the pomegranate and cranberry dynamic duo. Not long ago, a man named Robert, a 72-year-old recent retiree, sat across from Dr. Carter in her office, frustrated. He had taken all the supplements, followed all the diets, even tried medications, but his prostate symptoms weren't getting any better. "I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do," he said. "So why do I still feel pressure and run to the bathroom all day long?" She asked him one question. "Have you heard of pomegranate juice?" He looked confused. "Yes," he replied, "but I didn't know it was for the prostate." That moment changed everything for him, and it could for you too. You see, what a man drinks has more influence on his prostate than he's probably been told. The prostate is susceptible to oxidative stress, a kind of rusting at the cellular level that causes inflammation and damage. And it doesn't matter how clean his diet is or how much he exercises. If his body is slowly oxidizing, his prostate remains irritated. But there's a surprisingly simple solution. Just combine pomegranate juice with cranberry juice. He doesn't need a gym, he doesn't need supplements, he just needs a blender. Pomegranate juice is loaded with polyphenols, an incredibly potent type of antioxidant. These polyphenols are so strong that they have been shown to inhibit the growth of prostate cancer cells and reduce markers of inflammation. On its own, pomegranate juice is a powerful tool, but when you combine it with cranberry juice, the effect is even greater. Cranberry juice is well known for its ability to prevent urinary tract infections, but what most people don't know is that it's also rich in antioxidants. This combination creates a dynamic duo of antioxidants that attacks oxidative stress from multiple fronts. The pomegranate fights cellular inflammation, while the cranberry protects the urinary tract and reduces the risk of infections that can exacerbate prostate symptoms. He simply needs to combine 1 part pure pomegranate juice with 1 part pure cranberry juice, with no added sugar, and drink a small glass every day. And for men with enlarged prostates, that's critical because it's not just about staying active, it's about being smart about what you drink. Robert followed her advice. He started drinking this juice every day. 2 weeks later, he came back with a smile. "Doctor," he said, "the pressure is down. I feel like my stream is stronger. I feel calmer, more in control." And it wasn't just the relief from the symptoms. He felt more energized, more optimistic, the kind of results we look for with medications. But here they were from a simple juice. What Dr. Carter loves about this habit is how easy it is to do. He is not being asked to change his entire life just to drink a glass of a delicious and powerful blend. It's a moment to nourish himself, to fight inflammation, and to tell his body that he is on its side. When done consistently, this small act becomes a powerful signal of healing, especially for his prostate. And if he thinks that's surprising, wait until he hears what happens when he focuses on a vegetable that most people discard. Because deep in his garden, there's a hidden treasure that could be the missing link his prostate has been waiting for. Third juice, the pumpkin seed and pineapple smoothie. Dr. Carter will never forget the look on Frank's face when she asked him about pumpkin seeds. He was 68, quiet, proud, and had spent most of his life working with his hands. "Pumpkin seeds?" he asked, half laughing, half confused. "I just throw those out." She smiled and said, "Frank, those seeds are a gift to your prostate, and right now you're probably throwing that gift in the trash." Most men have never been told this, but inside the small pumpkin seed lies some of the most important nutrients for prostate health. Zinc, a mineral found in high concentrations in the prostate and is essential for its normal function, and phytosterols, plant compounds that have been shown to inhibit the conversion of testosterone to DHT, the hormone that causes prostate growth. The truth is, consuming these seeds is one of the most powerful and non-invasive things he can do to support his prostate, and it's not complicated. She teaches her patients a simple practice. Just combine pumpkin seeds with a little pineapple and water. The pineapple not only gives it a delicious flavor and masks the earthy taste of the seeds, but it also contains bromelain, an anti-inflammatory enzyme that can help reduce swelling. He can simply combine a handful of shelled pumpkin seeds, a couple of slices of fresh or frozen pineapple, and a glass of water. Blend it until it's smooth and drink it. He can do it while he brushes his teeth, while he gets dressed, even lying in bed. It will take him less than 5 minutes. No one will know, but his body will. When these nutrients are absorbed, the zinc helps protect the prostate cells, and the phytosterols help control the hormone that causes growth. The combination is a two-pronged strategy that attacks the problem at its root. There's even solid research here. A study in the British Journal of Urology found that pumpkin seed extract significantly improved urinary symptoms in men with BPH, even more than some prescription drugs. But what she found even more compelling is the emotional change she sees in her patients. When Frank came back a month later, he stood up straighter. "Doctor," he said, "the pressure is much lower, my stream is stronger. I can't explain it, but I feel more like myself again." That's the kind of victory no pill can give you. What Dr. Carter loves most about this juice is how empowering it is. It puts the power back in his hands, or rather in his blender, and it costs nothing. It's about reconnecting with a part of nutrition that has been silently supporting him all these years, and finally giving it the attention it deserves. If you've made it this far, she wants to thank you, not just for watching, but for choosing to care about your health. As someone who has worked with men for over 3 decades, she can tell you this. Most men don't take that step. They wait until the pain gets worse, until the sleep is gone, until they feel like strangers in their own bodies. But you are here, and that means something, so let's bring it all together. 3 juices. None of them require recipes. None involve surgery. None ask you to become someone you aren't, but each one has the power to change the way you age. Starting with your prostate. First, you learned that warm tomato juice, rich in bioavailable lycopene, can fight inflammation and give you back peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. Second, we talked about the pomegranate and cranberry combination, a dynamic duo of antioxidants that protects your prostate from oxidative stress and reduces urinary symptoms. And finally, we touched on pumpkin, rich in zinc and phytosterols, which supports prostate health and helps manage growth. What Dr. Carter wants you to remember is that these juices aren't about perfection. They're about momentum. Small steps, practiced daily, create real change over time. The kind of change that lets you sleep through the night, that helps you stop planning every outing around where the nearest bathroom is, that gives you back the parts of life that prostate problems try to take away. Dr. Carter has seen these juices work for men from all walks of life. Men who were skeptical at first, just as you might be, but when they gave these changes a chance, they saw results. And not just in their bodies, but in their sense of control, energy, and confidence. She knows that for some of you, these juices might be enough on their own. Maybe your symptoms are already advanced. Maybe you've tried everything and are still stuck. That's why she has prepared something special. Something she has been quietly recommending to her patients who need deeper, faster relief. It's a natural 15-second bedtime routine that has been helping to reduce prostate swelling and restore normal bathroom habits without pills or side effects. If you're curious, you'll find the link in the description and the top comment below. You deserve to feel strong again. You deserve to sleep. You deserve to live without shame or hesitation. And the best time to start taking care of your prostate is right now.